Hello everyone and welcome to Riven. This is the sequel to Myst, and I decided to do it because, again, I know I was averse quite a while back to doing 3 games at once on my channel, but considering the first Myst went down so well, a lot of people enjoyed it, apparently, and I enjoy playing it myself. It was a nice change of pace from the usual RPGs. I decided that why not give Riven a go. Now, a couple of disclaimers before we start. First of all, this game does have a main menu, which I'm thrilled about. But this game is going to be a lot older technically than the one that I just played, so I don't know how it's going to run. Also, haven't had a chance to test the volume or anything. Probably should have done that, but never mind. We'll see. We will do that as we go along. I will try and make sure that we get the balancing right with the volume, etc. But I've started the game volume of quite low, so hopefully it won't completely overrule everything. Also, an apology to anyone who is a big fan of this game, and I'm sure there will be people out there who are, because I'm going to be bad. I was quite bad at Myst, and I'm gonna probably be worse at this, because apparently this is harder than Myst. It requires a lot more thinking. It's more, it's more broader than the Myst is, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo, find it easier when it's actually meant to be way harder. I don't know. But we're gonna start a new game. We're gonna see what the premise of this is. Ubisoft. Well, I'm sure everyone's confident when they say Ubisoft these days. Cyan. This is loud. Hang on. That's a bit better. I don't want to be deaf while playing Riven. I prefer to hear what's going on personally. Oh, it's Atris, right? So this is carrying directly on from Myst then.
Thank God you've returned. I need your help. There's a great deal of history that you should know, but I'm afraid that I must continue my writing. Here. Most of what you'll need to know is in there.
Most of it.
Keep it well hidden. For reasons you'll discover, I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But I can give you this. It appears to be a linking book back here to Dunny. But it's actually a one-man prison. You'll need it, I'm afraid, to capture Gan. Once you've found Catherine, signal me, and I'll come with a linking book to bring us back. There's also a chance, if this all goes well, that I might be able to get you back to the place that you came from.
Bloody hope so. Riven. There we go. Are we playing now? Oh. Oh.
ょFeriaje. Kataware po. Modo wipo me po. Tagema. Rekoa. Tagema. Busu rekoa. Misirapo. Misirapo. Mutika boku wa nai. Misirapo. Mutika boku wa nai. Boku wa nai. Misirapo. Boku wa nai. Boku wa nai. Boku wa nai. Boku wa nai.
Someone just shoot him. The hell? Oh, I think we're playing now. So that was a very bizarre opening cinematic. So, hang on. Do we have any particular controls? I don't think we do. I think it is just point and click, isn't it? So, from what I understand, Gen, who we apparently have to capture, is Atreus's dad, and was Akhenar and Cirrus's grandfather, who is more similar to Cirrus and Akhenar than Atreus, I believe, in terms he's quite. He had lust for power, etc. And Atreus trapped him here. But I believe his wife Catherine is also here too. Okay, so we. God, hang on. Right, so this is where we started. Oh God, what the hell? Huh? What? Very confused. I'm guessing there is only one way to look when you're in here, and not because it's quite trippy the way that works. Because you go either way, you still end up back looking the same direction. It's quite weird. Right, so this was broken, wasn't it? He destroyed this. But he let us out and then destroyed it, whoever that guy was. Which is curious. That's not doing much. Okay, so I don't know if there's some... Oh God, what? Are we meant to clean this? Because it looks extremely dirty. I don't. It feels like we're meant to clean that so we can get a good better look inside. I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna hate this game. I'm gonna. Right. Okay. So I'm guessing we need to input some kind of combination into that hatch to get into there. Can we go this way? There's not a lot that way, by the looks of things. It's so weird the way that it basically turns you around. What's that? What's that? Oh, hello. I didn't even realize that was there. 87-610. They held for more than 30 years, but the corrections I made to Riven have finally failed. The island has resumed the familiar pattern of decay that is the hallmark of my father's work. I must now race to implement this new patch before it's too late. I only hope that my revised theories are sound. A7616. Revisions to Riven are completed. There are still a number of minor adjustments which need to be made, but the basic corrections have been entered and should be working. Something's not right. I've been monitoring the instruments for several hours now, but have thus far observed no change. It's possible that I've made an error, though I've checked my entry against my pre-notation and can find no discrepancy. I've not had a rest in nearly 3 days, so it may be that I'm just not seeing it if the fault is within my... So it is with my foundational assumptions, however. Perhaps after a short rest I will see something. A7618, success. It appears that my repairs have been effective after all. The gateway image has become noticeably clearer, and although it is impossible to know this with absolute certainty, the island seems to have quieted itself. Just a few more weeks of work and I should be free at last to go there myself and attempt to bring Catherine back. The past 8 months have left me little time to think to devise a strategy for getting her out of there. I've received no sign from her in all that time. I'm afraid that no, I assume she is alright. Oh, so he kind of cut himself off there. Lest my fears undermine my efforts to bring her back. A7619. So I'm guessing it's year, month, and day for those dates. I did not create the Age of Riven. Unlike my father, I have never presumed to have such power, and yet the future of all those who live there has fallen into my hands. So far, I've managed to read the page before it turns. The island continues to appear stable, and I would like to believe that I have saved a dying world, but the theories of one individual cannot support the lives of real people indefinitely. I must get everyone off of Riven as soon as possible. The problem now is Gen. I'll never be able to rescue Catherine and relocate the island as if he is still the man he once was. I haven't seen him in over 30 years, but his history forces me to assume that he is still a threat. His myopic mission to restore the Denis civilization has left too many innocent cultures dying in its wake, and would continue to do so, were he to once again be free of the confines of Riven, or the Fifth Age, as he coldly tiled it. The universe has been safe from his corruptive influence for the last 33 years because no one has been able to leave that age, the last linking book out of Riven having been lost in the Starfisher upon my return to Mist. That was my intention, to maroon my father on Riven by removing all the existing links to other worlds. And since the art of constructing books had long been lost with the fall of the Denis, he would be trapped there for the remainder of his lifetime and effectively segregated from the countless other worlds that he would have invaded. In effect, that is what we achieved, but the way it fell, however, was no one's ideal. Though the sting of the incident has gradually faded from my memory, the deep pain of the responsibility for what actually came to be has never left me. At the time, it all seemed so clear. Gen's destructive path could not be allowed to continue, but it was never my choice that the innocent inhabitants of Riven, who had already suffered so much, would be the ones to pay for it. Enough. To dwell in the past is to die in the present. The situation is not the same as it was then. The knowledge I've acquired in the years since that time is yet to be applied to this problem. 87620. I think I have the solution. Why it did not occur to me soon, I do not know, unless the idea of it had been pushed out with the thoughts of my sons. A prison book. Many years ago, during a hunting expedition through the ruins of Denis, I chanced upon a formula for a most unusual type of book. Unfortunately, due to the fact that my father was then in the habit of confiscating my discoveries, I was forced to leave it behind. Years later, however, as part of my efforts to protect the vulnerable worlds linked to the books in my library, I was pleased to find that I could still recall most of the formula, and with little experimentation, quickly succeeded in creating one of these devices myself. The procedure is actually quite simple. By altering key lines of text but slightly, a normal linking book's connection can be partially severed, such that anyone who attempts to use the book will be permanently trapped in the dark void of the link. That is, unless someone else then uses the book, at which point that person would become trapped, and the first person displaced back into the world, which is why, when we chose Sirius and Akinar, we got put in the book, which is what they said would happen if we tried to use the green book, which is technically true, but we had the last page, so it's fine. The technique can be applied to books that have already been written, changes to the original text being so slight that anyone who is unfamiliar with the code will be unable to detect them. If indeed my father is not changed, what better bait could there be than a book that appeared to be a link back here to Denis? 8772. Trouble. My nightly analysis of the island's condition has revealed that the tremors have begun again. The pattern, however, is new. The disturbances are the result of the changes I have made. This did not at first concern me. However, tremors of this type were one of the possible side effects that I had anticipated during this initial phase of the island's readjustment. Still, in order to verify my assumptions, I decided to calculate again, incorporating the new data. The results were not what I expected. The damage to the understructure is more extensive than I'd realised. I can no longer go to Riven as planned. Catherine, forgive me. 8773. I must act while I still have the time. The signs are barely visible, but there's no question that the island's deterioration is accelerating. Total collapse is imminent unless I can keep ahead, and that is becoming increasingly difficult to do. 8775. With every passing moment, I gain a clearer picture of the incredible chaos that my father's economy of words has yielded, but it is a dismaying process. The complexity of the problem is overwhelming. There is no end to this. The last few days have all but convinced me that the collapse of Riven is inevitable, and that at best I can only strive to delay it now, and hope that at some point the island will become stable enough to risk a rescue attempt. 8777. I think I've come up with a way to subdue the tremors. It will require my exclusive attention for at least a month or two, so it may be necessary to discontinue these journal entries for a while. So this one only 6 days later. Something truly miraculous has happened. Beyond all conceivable probability, someone has finally found my lost missed linking book and has freed me from this prison. I immediately realised that this could be the solution to my dilemma, and I believe my mysterious benefactor is willing to assist me. I'm still not sure it can work. The logistics of such a scheme are formidable, but the mere fact that it may now be possible for me to continue my repairs to Riven, and yet proceed with my original intent to find Catherine, has given me renewed hope. The last few days have left me little time to work out the remaining problems with sending someone else to Riven. It did occur to me, however, that if a way could be found to signal me once Gen had been captured, it would no longer be necessary to take a real linking book to Riven, and risk the possibility of inadvertently releasing Gen. The deteriorated state of the gateway image makes the use of a visual signal impossible, but the picture remains a reliable indicator of Riven's condition nonetheless. By measuring and interpreting variations in the noise patterns, I am still able to observe basic changes that occur in the age, even though I cannot see them. The problem is that my instruments can only detect changes that occur on a fundamental level, and it seems unlikely that an individual could affect such an elementary change from within an age. The idea may be foolish. Still, there is a known weakness that may be worth investigating, an anomaly that appears as a rift between two separate systems, the Starfisher. But how, or even if, this fact could be exploited, I cannot say. Sending someone to Riven also means that once I received the signal that they were ready to return, I would have to leave my writing in order to take a real linking book there myself. However, provided my father was safely out of the way, this should take very little time. After that, assuming the island does not incur much damage in my absence, it should then be a relatively simple matter to hold it together long enough for Catherine to return to Riven and evacuate the remaining islanders. Predetermining a signal without knowing the topography of the island may prove to be impossible, but I am afraid there can only be one answer to the question of whether or not I should send my friend to Riven with a way out. The potential for failure will be greatly diminished if the prison book is all that is taken there. I'm sure my father is expecting me to bring a linking book to Riven. May he not be disappointed. So, he obviously came, he gave us a prison book to capture Gen, but it looks like that prison book has been taken from us as a result of that, well, the villager and that weird ninja fellow, for the lack of a better term for him. So we don't really have. Oh boy, that is a long way down. Right, okay. We're not really seeing much there, are we? That is broken, we know that for a fact. What is the options in this, actually? We've got zip mode. What is zip mode? Don't actually know what zip mode is. So there is... This looks like quite a broad area, considering, you know, how far down that goes. Right, so there's a staircase. Quite a few vantage points here, isn't there? Carrying up the stairs. Ooh, hello. What's this? What the hell? So we can peek through this hole, which looks like that looks like a scarab of some kind. If we press the button again, I'm guessing that will flip it back to what it was originally the setting it was originally at. Oh no, there is another one. That is slightly different. That is a scarab as well, but the door is on the left. So if we press that again... I don't know how much this all means in the grand scheme of things, but... Right, so now with this we can actually go inside. I'm guessing so anyway. Yeah, we can, right. That just turns us around. Oh, no. Oh, maybe? Oh. What the hell is that? That is like a group of people worshipping a book, it looks like, which has a hand on it. Okay. Yeah. So we can close that. Is there a bunch of different ones? There will be, won't there? So that one is the same, basically. Well, that one. That one is an image of him writing a book and then things popping out of the book. That just looks like someone's creating life, which is essentially what happened with one of the ages. Right, what's all these? Can I read that? I can't really read that. Yeah, I can't read that. As much as I'd... Oh god, this is weird. What do these ones show? Anything? That is the same one. Got this one. Again, that's just someone being worshipped as a god. I'm guessing that might be Gen, potentially. That's all I can think, anyway. So is this the god one? It's basically showing... Oh no. That is someone casting a book into the ether, basically. Maybe the Starfisher? We can't get through there. There is a door through there. We can't get to it right now. What does this one depict? That just looks like some kind of hierarchy. Okay. I think... Check these two, maybe these might be different ones. Oh no, I think these ones are different. The same ones, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so we're not getting anywhere in here, basically. Oh, there's little holes down there. Is that anything? No. Okay, never mind. I was being way too optimistic. Right, so it doesn't look like we got. Oh, what the hell? That's like a constellation up there. There's gonna be a lot of stuff I'm gonna easily miss playing this game, I can tell. Right, so we want to end this episode here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, then please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Been an intriguing start. I'm excited to see what more Riven has to offer. So thanks again for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed, then please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And did I already say that? I probably did, didn't I? So I'll catch you in the next episode of Riven. Thanks again, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.